Hey, it's pasthisprime here. Welcome back to Homeseek, where we're continuing our first playthrough of the game, doing about chapter by chapter at the moment, and we are continuing with part 2, chapter 1. I think we are in. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we are. Yeah, and we are struggling with lack of people. Probably my fault, because I should have probably given them cleaner water and killed too many people with contaminated water because I didn't do that early enough. That's what I'm guessing, but we're going to push through and we're going to hope that we can continue to get somewhere. But who knows? So let's speed this up. Yeah, the lack of people is definitely not helping us because I don't have places to put them. And that does not help when they keep dying. Why are they drinking contaminated water? I have poor water, and yet they're not drinking it. Yeah. People is a big problem right now, and unless a miracle happens, I don't know how to do anything about that, because I can't just get people. There doesn't seem to be a mechanism for childbirth. And, yeah, there's no way to get people. It's just, you wait, and you hope that people turn up. And that's all you can do. And there's another one. Alright, I think we may be failing this one. We might have to do this all again. Anyway, Soup Kitchen. Even despite the wealth and excess of the old world, there were apparently still many with nothing to their name. Those who starved while others ate, though these facilities were a feeble attempt to provide food for those who couldn't afford it. Looking at them now, they seem a pitiful attempt at compassion. How could the people of the old world build such frivolous towers of glass and steel when they could not even take care of their own? After breaking camp one morning, we find that a great portion of our supplies are missing from our packs. Oh no. A single pair of footprints trail off into the wasteland away from our campsite. The expeditioner who was supposed to be on guard admits to falling asleep during his watch. What should we do? Follow the tracks into the wasteland to track down the thief. These things happen. We will just have to make do. No, let's go get the thief. We decide the detour will be worth recovering our supplies and trek off the beaten path. After reaching a range of foothills, we stumble into a small group of bandits. Of course we do. Oh, okay. I think we are real truly stuffed now. I don't see how we can get through this one. We lost everybody. Dog, wolf, donkey. And now we've got a dust storm coming. Alright, and we're going to fail this task because we don't have a surplus of food anymore. No, we don't have anybody in here. Okay. Alright, we are gonna butcher the wolf. We're gonna butcher the sheep. I'm gonna leave the cows for now. I'm gonna drop that down to minimum. Can't drop that anymore. Okay, how are we going to do this? Alright, we are going to go to the outdoor center. Well, this is all we can do. I mean, all I can do is just push. I can't do anything else. We have no hunter's lodge. Wait, why have we now got 2 people? Because the scrap's gone. An uneasy alliance. Factions have formed in our formerly united tribe. The use of old world technology has caused a schism between us, and now none of us can agree on the best way to navigate the perils of this unforgiving world. However, despite all that has changed, much is the same. We still manage each day the monumental task of simply surviving, and to this day we remain standing. Soon it will be time to pack our things and move once more. Nomads as we are, and it occurs to many of us that the familiar ritual of migration might give us the opportunity to partially mend the rift that has formed between the differently minded groups of our community. Don't waste supplies unnecessarily. Though we'd like to host events that might knit our fraying community back together, we just don't have the resources. We'll just have to hope things don't become too strained, or host a communal event. As we prepare to move on, we should take the time to come together and celebrate how long we've survived. Plus 26% happiness. Yeah, let's do it. So, I don't know what happens here because we're going to fail that. Okay, outdoor centre. This outdoor centre once served an educational purpose. From the faded posters and old projects, we see that children were once taught how to protect the environment. We have such a negative opinion of our ancestors, but we should strive to remember not all of them were irresponsible. We are making our way through a sandy canyon when someone yells at us to stop. We look up to see a crazed-looking man sitting in the mouth of a cave, waving a gun erratically. A wild-haired woman with another gun stands just behind him. He says he will only let us pass if we play a game. What should we do? Agree to his unusual request, tell him to return to his cave or we'll attack. They look crazy, let's quickly retreat. Let's try the request. Hang on. Okay. He waves us over and asks us to choose our champion. One of us volunteers and sits on the rock opposite him. He spins the chamber. Oh God, not Russian roulette. He spins the chamber of his gun, points it at his head, and pulls the trigger. It goes click. Laughing, he passes the gun to our volunteer. What should we do? This is madness. Offer them food and water to let us pass. Give the chamber a spin, put it to our head and shoot. Turn the gun on our hosts. offer them food and water. We take a while reasoning with them. They do not look happy, but when we offer a large amount of our supplies, they cannot turn us down. We hand over our payment and warily back away. Just beyond the canyon, we discover an abandoned educational retreat. There are faded posters on the wall, seemingly made by the hands of children. Poignantly, they talk of making positive changes to the environment. One project in particular catches our eye, something they were making called a Waka Tower. We spend some time studying the Waka Tower. Okay. I mean, that would be very handy if we have enough scrap. Tradition is enough. Complete. We gather... Oh, we did it! Oh, geez, lucky I killed those animals. That saved us. And we never built the farm. Yeah, hang on a second. So... Alright, still got some sick. Okay, let's go back here, concentrate on this. Alright, if the children could build one of these as a project, then surely we can make a more effective one with our technology and resource in the camp. We can now research. Oh, we've got to research it. Oh my god. Alright, it's on to the soup kitchen. Okay, that is almost finished. I mean, look at it. We're down to 19 people. Seriously? We have... how many houses do we have? That's 8. Yeah, we have a lot. Hang on. So... it's 8, 16, 24... I mean, we could get rid of 2. How much does it cost to build a house? $350. We only get half back. I'm just wondering if we stop gathering scrap for a day, boost our research a little bit. Yeah, I don't know. These cows don't want to breed. Okay, so we've read that. Follow the tracks. No, we're not going to do that. These things happen. We'll just have to make do. We decide among ourselves that we can sustain the loss. Well, yeah. Well, after we died in the last one, I'm not taking that chance again. Okay, we continue to our destination. The soup kitchen stands in one of the less destroyed parts of town. Stories say this used to be deep in the poorest slum of the city. But now it is one of the only neighborhoods left standing. Behind some old crates, we find the entrance to a basement locked with a rusty chain. What should we do? We might be able to create enough shear to break the chain using a simple lever made out of scrap. There's probably nothing worthwhile left in there. No, let's do it. Okay, cans of soup line the walls, but they are long past their expiration dates. They might still be partially edible. Perhaps more importantly, we find a trove of scrappable pots and pans in the basement. Okay, we find a musty old cookbook underneath one of the cupboards. Dozens of recipes line its pages, most of which we don't have the ingredients to prepare. Even still, the general theme of the cookbook gives us an idea. By mixing in just a little bit of hot water, we can stretch the limits of even a meager supply of nutrients. We decide to take some of these valuable books back home with us. Okay. Heat wave. Oh, good. Okay. What is that? Ephemeral. Our hunters have spotted a cave where a small group of other wastelanders reside. They say if the cave dwellers seem like they are struggling as much as we are, nearly starving during this difficult season. If we think it wise, we could instruct our hunters to approach the cave dwellers and offer to accept them into our community. An offer they would probably accept considering their difficulties. Okay, avoid contact. Considering our current food situation, we can't afford to spread our resources even thinner or contact them. I just destroyed a house. I want 12 people. Okay, stop. Oh my god, okay. Right. Oh, we have some people again. Now, we have 31. We have enough for 40 homes. So even though I destroyed one, we still have plenty. Okay, so we are down on food, but we can solve that. Increase that to 3. Wait, what? Bad weather. Does the well not work in bad weather, or we just lose all our water in here? Oh, I think because that's a policy, isn't it? Like, I think the community hall would have given us something there. Okay, well, I don't really know what to do in that case. Let's... we could... I mean, we could get some scrap. Build up a bit of a scrap supply. Let's go with that. Did we get the... So we got water distribution now. Oh, no, that's right. We got to research the waka. Forgot that. So we've got a farm. Let's do the waka. I guess this one person failed to capture a thing. Hang on. Oh. Yeah, I know you're all sick, guys, but observatory, casino. I guess we'll continue in order. Okay, well, they build that. Not really going to help right at the moment, but why is that still there? Hang on, we got another person. Stop. Wait. Hmm. Guess we got to boost that because we've got nothing in there. So you're probably better off doing that for a start. Because there's nothing stored. Alright, observatory. Finding such a large building in the middle of the desert strikes us as odd until we realize its purpose. In order to see the stars more clearly, our ancestors had chosen a place with no light pollution. Maybe they were searching for a planet B. Perhaps they should have been looking inwards as well as outwards. An oddly shaped building stands in isolation atop a rock in the middle of the desert. Its domed roof makes it seem like a temple of worship, but someone suggests it's the opposite. It's a place of science. A wide open valley baked in the heat lies before us and hawks circle overhead. What should we do? Using some food, attempt to trap the birds. Ignore the hawks. It's scorching hot. Let's go and try and get it. We set out trap with food and a cage and hunker down to wait. Okay, we'll give it a shot. Alright, we've got a couple of people exhausted and some people sick, but I'm assuming a lot of them came from the cave. After waiting patiently and sweating profusely, a hawk takes the bait, we trap it, and we'll tame it later in camp. Okay. Entering the building, we see the ground floor has been trashed. We climb a spiral staircase and find a huge telescope still in place. Perhaps if we use it, we will see something of use. What should we do? Take a quick look through the telescope and then get out of here. Wait until night before using the telescope. Why? We're only going to see the stars, so... I don't know. We quickly open the sky vent. Oh, of course it made us something go wrong, didn't it? We see very little. One of us finds the moon, another turns the scope too far and recalls at the brightness of the sun. You idiot. Their vision has been damaged. Of course I should have thought of that. The rest of us examine charts and pictures and wish we understood more. I mean, they clearly have never used a telescope before, so I should have realized that they would accidentally point at the sun and blind themselves. There's not much for us here, but we notice equipment that helped the astronomers predict cloudy skies and desert storms. We quickly leave the observatory, so we're going to get the weather thing. Right, hang on. Should we do the community thing? Because we haven't got a walker yet still. Everything else we have built. Oh, we haven't researched the community. Oh, I can't do that either. Okay, so there's nothing to build. No. Okay, they're all going to drink the contaminated bloody water again because it's up here. We haven't even done the Archimedes screw. So, I mean, we could have fed it down there. That's a hell of a long way. Maybe what you should have done is drop that, boosted that. Better outcome. Wait. Oh. I was going to say, there's no research. No, we just did the walker. Okay. Now, we could go for a farm. Alright. We're not getting to power. There's no way we're getting to power. So we could just do improvements. Or we could improve the medical. You know what, let's do the medical. We definitely want to get a walker here. In our research weather center. Yeah, that's what I thought was going to happen. Yeah, these guys are not doing well. Yep, so basically we get the weather center. Okay, we have the casino. So it looks like there's only 2 spots left. The casino and whatever this is. So let's just keep pushing. Because things are not good anyway, so... And we aren't doing a weather center. Now we're down a person here. We could drop the scrap. Why are we down? We must have lost a person there. Well, lost or just depressed and sick and tired. Casino. Chips lie scattered beside overturned tables, as useless now as money. The lights along the back wall machines no longer flash, but the decor is enough to instill the sense of garishness from its heyday. It seems like a place of vice, gambling and drink. There's still a game afoot, but the rules have changed and the stakes are higher. We pass beneath a collapsed neon sign reading cocktails. Inside we find a wide room full of overturned tables and smashed up machines. It looks like there was a riot here. Sand has blown in through a blackened hole in the roof. Partially buried, we unearth a glass box full of prizes. What should we do? Smash the glass and grab it all? Try to reach our hands up inside. No, you're going to get stuck. Smash the glass and grab it all. Picking up the nearest stool and swinging it into the side of the box. The glass shatters loudly and we reach in to collect all manner of things from keyrings to mobile phones. We are just finishing when someone takes a shot at us, clipping one of us in the shoulder. Really? We run upstairs and take shelter in a bar area. We are pinned down. They tell us to surrender. It sounds like there are at least 20 and they are armed. What should we do? They'll pay for this, fight our way out and loot any we manage to kill. This will be a senseless waste of life. Escape through the fire exit. Escape through the fire exit. Okay. Alright, it takes a while to crawl one by one through the fire exit out onto the roof. They don't seem to be following us, and we quickly climb down a ladder onto the sandy street below. We decide there's nothing worth dying for here and move away, hugging the wall for cover. Sticking to cover, it takes us a while to make our way along the street. Okay, we've got no water left, barely any food. Got a bit of scrap. But we've only got one location to go, so... okay. Alright, we decide there's nothing worth dying for here and move away, hugging the wall for cover. Sticking to cover, it takes us a while to make our way along the street. Our ancestors enjoyed their vices, gambling, drink, sex, drugs. None of those things are as bad as war, though. This place shows that people once lived their lives, not just survived them. We can't afford such luxuries now, but we can show ourselves some compassion and introduce pastimes into our camp. We have discovered the law, smaller rations. Citizens' daily food and water needs are reduced by 5, but their max happiness is also reduced. Okay. Well, that's great. Right. Well, migration route. Let's just go for it. It seems to be the best way to actually have victory. It is just go for it. Risk everything. Just go. We have one person. Hang on. We're pretty good with all that stuff. What's happening here? Nothing at all. I don't know. I reckon let's just push up the... Yeah, let's just push that up. Oh, I don't think we're getting a good rating. If we actually survive this. Okay, so unfortunately we lost people in the water thing. Oh, how many did we lose? It's funny though, because you lose the people, but then you shouldn't need as much water. Well, I definitely don't feel like we've done anywhere near as good in this one as we did in the first part. Okay, so we've improved the healing rate. So many things we haven't researched. Luckily, we're playing chapter by chapter, because if we were playing survival mode, we're not going to be very set up for the next one, I don't think. I mean, did we bother with the community? We could boost the waka, but then we're not bad at the moment. You know what, let's just research the community one. Problem is, the community one would be good. Oh my god, that well is out. Okay, well that's not good. Migration route. We call it the animal's migration route, but in reality it is also our own. If they migrate, then so must we. But their destination is not as certain as it once was, and the challenges of the new world make them unpredictable and erratic. A missed opportunity can mean a lost trail, potentially spelling disaster for our people. Fresh hoof prints and droppings tell us we are closing in on the herd, not to mention patches of grass shortened by many grazing mouths. We expect to find them in the next valley, but should not startle the animals, lest we lose their trail once more. What should we do? Stick to the high ground and survey the valley from the hillside, or descend the hill and enter the valley, keeping as low as possible. I think we should go from the high side. Takes a while to traverse the rocky hilltop. Okay, what's happening here? So hang on, we've got a problem with water now. So, we may as well take everybody out of that. Let's increase that. Now, we do have more wells. There's one here. But, it's not going to be easy to get it where we want it to go. I don't think you could feed that. Well, you probably could feed it all the way there, but it's going to cost a lot. Like, we can't even do that unless I pull that down. But if we got rain, we'd be fine. Let's just move on. What? Oh no, you're telling me I should have stayed on the bottom now? We looked down on the valley but are disappointed to see it devoid of life. We hurriedly descend, hoping we have not lost them, but the sliding shell causes some of us to lose our footing, resulting in several grazes and cuts. Several grazes and cuts that killed 2 people. They're hell of a grazes and cuts. I think some of these descriptions don't line up to the end result. I mean, yes, it's probably a culmination because we were already sick. Maybe that's the point. We're already sick. We get a few more grazes and cuts. It kills us. Maybe if we were healthy, we would have been fine. I don't know. We round a bend, and beyond a dusty riverbed, we spot them. Their ears prick up, their noses twitch, we are upwind of them, and they grow restless. What should we do? Leave them be. While we're here, we should hunt. Well, I think we should just leave them be. The point was finding them, not kill them. We quickly decide to leave. Yeah, I thought that was the point. There's only one of us. Okay, despite our best efforts, the herd is spooked. We've approached from an unfortunate angle and they can smell us on the wind. We curse as they take off. The herd regroups further along the valley. If we are quick, we should be able to pick up their trail once more, although we worry that now they are aware of us, they might move too far away. Wasting little time, we leave the way we came. Okay, what does that mean? Does that mean we did it? We didn't do it?
Nomads, vagabonds, wanderers, whatever we call ourselves, the facts are the same. The animals move with the seasons, and we move with the animals. It's the natural flow of things. If anything can still be called natural. Patterns and habits are askew, and it's only through our hunter skills we have located the migratory path. We move swiftly, not knowing what we will find, only that we have no choice but to follow.
%. Yes, that is what I thought. I thought we were going to do pretty bad. It's still a pass. It's a pass. I mean, you know. What? They require our attention. We're finished. What are you talking about? So 9 days, 29 survivors, 25 dead, no deserters. Okay. Laws applied, 3. How? We didn't have a community center. Upgrades, research 4, building, yeah, okay. Location explored 14. Well, there you go. Well, we got through. I still stand by my statement. Expedition is the #1 factor in this game right now, especially in this chapter by chapter, because all you have to do is fall over the line, basically. As long as you do the expeditions, get to the victory point, you are going to win. If you don't do expeditions, there's no way to actually get through these chapters. It's impossible. And in theory, you could have people starving and dying of thirst, and you'll still win as long as you get to the end. It's all going to change when we go to, I'm assuming it's all going to change when we go to survival mode and endless mode. Totally different concept then. Then it's all going to be about surviving, but it's going to be interesting still, because it's still going to be, well, I'm interested to see, do you still have to focus on expeditions because you've still got to reach these victory points to get to the next location? You can't just hang around, right? There's not an endless supplies. I mean, that would be endless mode. So it's going to be very interesting how it goes with survival, but at least doing it chapter by chapter, at least we're learning some things. I'm working out stuff, but they're not failing entirely. I can still continue through the story. And I'm learning tactics, learning that I've got to be more efficient, not only with expeditions, which is definitely there, and research, but I've got to be more efficient with getting better quality water and food to the people, because otherwise they just sick and die, And yeah, I mean, it should be obvious. I mean, really. But there you go. So that is that. So we'll have to come back in the next video to continue with chapter 2 of part 2. And I don't know what that is. I mean, we can go back to the menu to have a quick look. That would be plague. All right. And at the moment, we've been playing all of this through a medium. There is a hard setting. What is even the difference with that? Buildings cost plus 20%, speed of researching, voting, and applying is minus 20%, and citizens' water and food consumption is plus 10%. Okay. And if you went for easy, it'd be the other way. Buildings are cheaper, speed of researching and voting is increased, and the citizens use less water and food. Yeah. So it's just what they actually consume. As long as you know what you're doing, there's a chance you could get through hard. Yeah, we'll have to see if we're going to try that one day. But there you go. Leave a comment below. Let me know what you think of the game. Let me know what you think of how I'm playing. Feel free to give me your thoughts, opinions, advice, etc. Avoid story spoilers. Also, let me know if you want to see more of this on the channel, less of it, none at all. And, are you playing the game? Are you enjoying it? Are you happy with it? Is there anything you don't like, or you want changed or added? Let me know. I'd love to hear your thoughts and opinions on it and chat about it. And if you want to suggest other games for me to play as well on the channel, do let me know. I'm always looking for new stuff. And I read all the comments, answer every comment as soon as I possibly can. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.